Good evening. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Let's take you back to the Hathras incident. I'm sure most of you remember. At that point of time, the administration in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP-led government, had come under heavy criticism for not acting out against the administration, which was very high-handed where the family of the Hathras victim was concerned. The Congress at that time came in taking the high moral ground. At the back of it, the Congress denied tickets to those who were charged of sexual harassment in the state of Bihar. It was seen as refreshing, something new, something very positive. In the last 3-4 days, we've seen two incidents which have completely embarrassed the Congress, one after the other, one in Kerala and the other one taking place in Uttar Pradesh, where two high functionary men from the Congress are involved. One, the Kerala Pradesh Committee chief, the other one, a district chief of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh. No action has been taken against any of them. Is the Congress going to walk its talk where misogyny is concerned in this country?
Two images from two different parts of the country, blurring the sexist north-south divide. Two images with one political party in common, the Congress. The first sexist shocker by the sitting Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee President Mullapalli Ramachandran.
സ്ത്രീയെ ഒരിക്കൽ പീഡിപ്പിച്ചു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാം. അത് തന്നെ പിന്നീട് ഒരിക്കലും ആവർത്തിക്കില്ല. ആത്മാഭിമാനമുള്ള സ്ത്രീ ഒന്നുകിലൂടെ മരിക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരിക്കൽ പോലും ആവർത്തിക്കാതിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യമാണ് നമ്മുടെ സമൂഹത്തിലുള്ളത്.
The leader made the outrageous comment while launching a protest against the UDF and seeking the resignation of the Chief Minister of Kerala. The reference was made to the solar scam accused Saratha Nair. After massive outrage, Ramachandran offered an apology. However, the ruling CPIM and women rights organizations continuing to protest with no action taken on Mr. Ramachandran by the party.
സ്ത്രീകളും പെൺകുട്ടികളും ആത്മാഭിമാനം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആത്മഹത്യ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള പരാമർശം ഈ സമൂഹത്തിനാകെ അപമാനകരമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒന്നാണെന്ന് പറയാൻ ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്.
While this misogynist statement haunted the party all the way in Uttar Pradesh, these visuals unfolded. In an incident caught on tape, Jalon District Congress Committee Chairperson Anurag Mishra beaten up with shoes by two women accusing him of harassing them. The UP Congress leader, however, denied the charges, terming it as a conspiracy. As per Mishra, one of the girls was an office bearer of the party's women's cell and was angry on being removed from her post on the recommendation of senior leaders. While the girls have registered an FIR, no action till now has been initiated by the party on Anurag Mishra. Post the Hathras incident, the Congress party had taken the high moral ground on women's security. And as a direct fallout of that, the party seemed to have taken a strong stand on withholding nominations of candidates in Bihar involved in sexual exploitation cases. The ball is now in the Congress's court to walk the talk. The champion of women's rights is what the champion of women's rights does. Bureau Report, India Today.
So why no action taken against both? Let's connect right now to our panel this evening. I have Anila Singh, Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, Shama Mohammed from the Congress, Brinda Adige, social activist. Let's begin with you, Shama Mohammed. The fact is, after Hathras, the Congress had come out very strongly. We'd seen both Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi march to Hathras.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Shama?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Can you just speak a bit louder, please? Yeah.
Shama, the question is, the Congress had taken the high moral ground during Hathras. In a very welcome move, you denied tickets to those accused of sexual assault in Bihar. Two members from your party today, no action taken. One of them openly says women who are raped should take their own lives if they have any self-respect. The other caught in terms of sexual harassment, two women accusing him. Should the party not take any action against them?
Okay. Now, can you give me some time?
Sure.
Please, Preeti. Now, first and foremost, in Mr. Mullapalli Ramachandran's case, he was definitely talking about Sarita, the lady who was accused in the solar scam. But whatever he said, I do not agree at all as a woman, what he said. But the thing is, he was at this program, he said it, he came back on his seat, then immediately he understood what he said, he went up there and he said, he gave an unconditional apology. So therefore, yes, what he did was wrong, what he said was wrong, but he has apologized and it's unconditional, all right? Number one. Number two, you have taken up the case of this UP incident which happened. Now, in Mr. Mishra's case, there is a lady who, and you yourself has said just now when you were reading up whatever has happened, that she was angry. She was a DCC, District Congress Committee secretary, and she was not doing her work. I have a letter of hers also where she has been asked to, her position was taken away. And after that, you have just read out that she was angry and she went and hit him with another lady, and 3 people were taking the video of this, and then there was a sexual harassment case against him. Now, what I would say is, if I'm a woman and I've been sexually harassed, I would go and file an FIR first and foremost in a police station. I wouldn't go and beat up this man, one. Number two, the other thing is that there is a committee formed by Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra ji, and in that committee, we have 2 women also, the South Mahila Congress president of UP, as well as a former MLA who fought for a former position of an MLA, and 2 ladies are there. There's a member 5. So we are doing an investigation on what has happened. Nobody is putting it at a corner. We are going to find out the truth about Mr. Arun Mishra. If he's involved, of course, action will be taken. If he's not, then of course, no action will be taken. Number 3, we have our ex-Congress President, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has pulled up when Mr. Kamal Nath's incident happened. He came out and said, I don't agree with it, and Mr. Kamal Nath has apologized. Now, if you look at the Bharatiya Janata Party, for me, this is a thing which we all women need to fight beyond party. This is what I do feel as a woman in politics. Now, Mr. M.L. Khattar in 2018 said that women only file rape complaints to get back at ex-boyfriends. No apology. Recently, Surendra Singh, after the Hathras rape, the MLA from there said that because women do not have their sanskar, they get raped. I mean, and there's no apology from that side. And if you look at the larger picture, let me just give me 10 more seconds. The larger picture, we have seen from Kathua to Unnao to Hathras, the rape, the people who commit rape are supported by the Bharatiya Janata Party. In Kathua, the 2 leaders, BJP ministers, Chaudhry Lal Singh and Chandra Prakash Ganga attended the rally. All right. There was another person who attended the rally. His name is Rajiv Jasrotia. Okay. Rajiv Jasrotia, you know what happened to him? After he attended, he was just a BJP member. He was made a cabinet minister in the Jammu and Kashmir PDP BJP government after this, instead of punishing him. All right. Then just 2 more seconds. Then we know Kuldeep Sengar's case, where after the girl's almost whole family was killed, they expelled him. And then guess what? Mr. Sakshi Maharaj, after he won the election in 2019, went to visit him in jail to say thank you. And then you know what happened in Hathras, where they covered up everything. In our cases, what we do is we
Shama, I want to go across to our other panelists, but I just want to add, because you've given the whole chronology of what Mr. M.L. Khattar said, what this minister said, you're bang on, but let me add 2 more. Digvijay Singh, Tanchmal. No action taken against Digvijay Singh. He's one of your tallest leaders in Madhya Pradesh. Sanjay Nirupam, I don't even want to say what he said against Smriti Irani, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to repeat it right here on national television. No action taken, ma'am. So let's not get into, let's not take the high moral ground. Let's not take the high moral ground. But having said that, let me include.
No, one more thing. What about the Prime Minister who says Jersey cow about?
Madam, it's wrong. But let's not get into whataboutery. Yes, it's wrong. It's wrong. It is wrong. But madam, let's not get into whataboutery. Let's not get into whataboutery, because that doesn't make the Congress any better. It doesn't make the party any better.
Action. Our party president just came out and told Kamal Nath what he said is wrong.
All right. Okay, Anila Singh, I want to bring you in. Anila Singh, here at least. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Can I bring in other? Okay, can I bring in our other panelists? Can I just have Anila Singh? Can I please have Anila Singh right now? Okay. Anila Singh, the fact is the Congress is saying there is an investigation that is going to be taking place. At the back of it, Mr. Mishra would be removed if he's found guilty. In terms of Mr. Ramachandran, he's already issued an apology publicly and the party condemns it.
Preeti, when Shama started her conversation, she said, as a woman, I really do not agree what the Kerala leader of Congress said. Then immediately she started, he said this thing, then he said that unconditionally I say sorry for it, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feeling. Then she started narrating the incident of Uttar Pradesh as well. Again she said that this girl blamed or accused their district president because she was removed from one of their committees. That is why she has blamed that this man, he didn't behave properly with her, or he was trying to molest her, or he was using some sort of very sleazy language. So here is a woman who started her conversation by saying, as a woman,
can I request the PCR to just have Anila
Singh Kerala about the leader here in Uttar Pradesh. We have seen
Anila Singh, continue.
Shama, I didn't interject you, and I expect the same decency from you as well.
Yes, please go ahead.
And in Uttar Pradesh, we had seen in Devariya how a women Congress worker was beaten and abused by her Congress workers, male Congress workers. And what happened? Like initially there was no reaction, absolutely no reaction. When whole of the media was buzzing about it, that Congress male workers bashed female Congress worker, then only some sort of action was taken. So this is the character of the Congress. They love to roast women in tandoors, they love to roast women by words, they love to roast women by their eyes as well. This is the character of the Congress party. We have seen Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi, doing all sort of nautanki and tamasha for Hathras case. But they didn't say a word, single word, when a girl Anjali, who got married to a Muslim boy, she became Aisha. She was instigated by a Congress leader, and she, she self-immolated.
That has nothing to do. Okay, Anila Singh,
of Uttar Pradesh.
If somebody wants to change their religion, that has a woman of age decides to convert her religion is of nobody's business but hers. Let's begin with that.
I am talking about the leadership. I am talking about the leadership of the Congress, that how they use women.
Okay.
How they use women. This is what I am trying to say here.
Okay. Can I bring in Brinda Adige?
This was removed because this district president of Jalon, he was misbehaving with her.
Okay,
he
fair
wanted
point.
some sort of favors from her. When this girl didn't agree to it,
okay.
he removed her from that committee.
All right, fair point. Anila Singh, stay with me. I want to bring in Brinda Adige. Brinda Adige, ultimately with this whataboutery, the casualty and the collateral are women. Because if you look at it, at one end, in the case of Jalon in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress is saying that this man says that she acted out because she was removed from a post. Shouldn't you anyway suspend this man till the time pending inquiry?
One thing both the panelists representing different parties must understand is these are men in positions of power. These are men in political parties. And at some point, probably drawing up and formulating policies of protection and safety for women and supposedly upholding the dignity of women. Now you tell me, how can you continue to actually make excuses to say that, he said something like this in your party and my party said like this. You both are justifying why a man in your party, it's okay, brush it, trivialize it. It's frivolous, so what? She did this and that is why he did that. Isn't there a law? If this happened to an ordinary woman by an ordinary man out there on the streets, would a case not be registered? And that is why we have sexual harassment at the workplace. Is that constituted in your committee, in your parties? If something like that is constituted, do any of those women come forward and make a complaint? And if they don't make a complaint, madams, you need to ask yourself, is it not simply because it is power that is at play, and so none of the women workers will come and make a complaint. And that is why we want the party leaders to take cognizance suo motu and say, you are suspended for behaving like this, for literally shattering our principles and the ethos of our party. Every time these statements are made, misogynistic statements, chauvinistic, sexist statements are made, it is an assault on the personhood of the woman who's a citizen, a voter, a taxpayer. Every time you think that women are repositories of honor, and so we will continue to make these kind of
Brinda, I'm glad you came in to set the perspective. I'm glad that you were here. But I'll give the last word to Shama because this is about her party. So Shama, I want to bring you back in again and I want to take you back to another incident. Why did Priyanka Chaturvedi leave the Congress to begin with? As per her, she said there were members from the Congress cadre in Agra who acted out of turn with her and no action was taken against her. She was affronted and she quit the party. This is Priyanka Chaturvedi, your former colleague.
Okay, now before I come to that, I want to
don't
reply
forget
to one of the
Priyanka
things.
Vadra as well, if you remember the Delhi incident.
Can I just speak, or if Ms. Adige wants to speak?
Shama, go ahead, please.
No, I just want to add one thing.
I want to say what I would like to say.
Ma'am, let her, make your point, Shama, make your point.
I did not say that she got angry and, she attacked him or he attacked her, whatever. It is what you quoted when you read it out. And I just repeated your quote. You just said that she got angry and she went. Now, what I know about the matter is that he was thrashed by these two ladies, Mr. Mishra, and then they come out with this sort of thing that he is sexually. So we have formed a committee and we are investigating it. We never take it lightly. Look at our party president. Tell me, has Mr. Narendra Modi said a word against Kuldeep Singh Sengar? Why did...
Okay, I need to close the show because this is going to get into whataboutery again.
Okay.
Ladies, appreciate you joining us. Lady, appreciate you joining us, and I think Brinda Adige put it bang on, if I can say that, on national television, that everybody needs to introspect ultimately. Suspend the person. There's something called sexual harassment at work, even with political parties are concerned. Suspend the man, pending inquiry. Thank you for joining us. Up next is Rahul Kanwar.